Good morning everyone, I'm Boris and now it's a revealing to the January activities. And my update mainly not in the main pages of Boris Library and Information Service and is about the year plan of 2021. You can see that for the activities is about everyday library, and for the first two is about reviewing two journal articles from the Journal of Academic Librarianship. First one is about user engagement and social capital and library as an institution, so it is structural social capital and what is the key concept of trust and its correlation of the library service and users and librarians. And here is the summarization video. So what I'm paying effort to is about the scheme everyday library. That means the hashtag. And for the second one is the perceptions of AI, artificial intelligence. And it finds out Google Assistant was the most used virtual assistant device. And the use of virtual assistant device, the essay is finding out the results about the United States of America academic libraries, about the librarians and researchers, and 99% of 92 undergraduates respond were aware of the existence of various assistants. To the first one is the open discussion about the survival skills in digital world. And I also asked the audience question, what are the most important survival skills for digital world in your field? So in the librarian field, it is very important to have a digital transition. And for other, we are expecting audience response to bring us inspiration. And for the final one, that means the latest one, not final one, the latest one, Hong Kong Library, Public Library, we concern about the self-service library station, and I asked two questions. First question is for Hong Konger. Did you use self-service library station frequently? Yes or no? What is your opinion about it? And the second question is for other country, other regions. What is the development of self-service library station? Please comment here and explain it in case of your country's town and regions. And I think I posted in Facebook and Instagram. It's what I'm trying to do. And for the another one is one ref is about the Wikipedia. Have a program is to spot the misinformation and fake news and seeking trustworthy information during the COVID-19. And here is the program and the video. And for the collection, although I did not update it, but already updated, because you can click the link to for example the National Library of China. You can click the link of the website and then you can have a look about any updates from the National Library of China if you can read the Chinese, because the Chinese version with more detail. but in English version it will introduce like that introduction. And also, if you want to know the update of the China Library Service, you can have a look to the Library Society of China. So you will have a more understanding. If you can read the Chinese, I suggest you to read the Chinese one. For the Africa, I found out there is an association called AFLIA, but I don't update any update from the association, but you can click the link so you can know how it works, how Africa Library Service it works. And for the Oceania, and you need to click to go global because I just update it in last year's December. You can click, you can have a look, but most of the time I just the global session is following the IFLA. And the summarization PowerPoint, I stopped doing it and have a new transition to make another one is about open discussion about the webinar, how the webinar the people or reader or audience respond it. So that in this situation, go back to the simple version website, and it's about extra learning for visit, and I post it to open discussion and to have a summary about that and what the speaker respond. For example, someone in the webinar asked, do you plan on making this system available to the public? And then the speaker will say, there is definitely something we consider. Currently it is a prototype, and there are some open questions regarding who and how can benefit most from this. Once we're cleared, that we will consider how we can make it available. And in the web banner, we also ask about how about soft news, because the top speaker always mention the hard news, and the news agencies always mainly about the hard news. But soft news is a phenomenon of the marketing of the journalism publishing, something like that. Also, this one, I start to make a document about the Q&A session about open access. It is a program about a researcher to keep the right, not to give a reorder right from the publisher. Is there are so many questions. The limitation, the legal framework about how it limited. For example, the political factors will have a barrier, and the representative from Africa also mentioned the limitation, something like that. And here I just make some interesting webinar about the sustainable development and what news. And go back to this one. And for the local Hong Kong, I don't update it a lot, but it already have a summarization from the current situation, the post-pandemic, and from the Peter Edward. Even with ongoing recovery, some curtailment of users and servers remained. A great deal of internal and external communication and coordination was essential. And I also introduced Hong Kong Library Association and what is academic library and what is media literacy is practicing in Hong Kong, and also the local school situation. It is the end of today's recording. Thank